Aloha, everyone. Tuesday, without a doubt, was a positive day for the stock market. It appears that the early year selling is trying to get out of the way, as we saw the S&P 500 rise 0.61% on volume that was slightly higher than the day before. That allowed a pocket pivot point buy signal to be generated, and lately they've been working very well for the S&P 500. So we'll see if that trend continues. But overall, when you look at this index, it was a very positive day. The Dow Jones Industrial Average also served that same point as a positive day, up 0.64%. It's nearing new highs. More importantly, though, the NASDAQ, what an impressive day, up 0.96%. What I found so impressive by it was that the distribution day yesterday on Monday, not that bad with the intraday support off the lows. It didn't get me too worried, but still the big tick up in volume was still something concerning. To see us come back and have volume slightly better than the day before, thus produce, and oh my God, if you look at it, only by 100,000 shares, it shows here on Telechart that volume was higher than the day before. But whatever the volume amount is on this index chart, which is the main one I pay attention to, it shows higher volume the day before. With the price action in 2 days up 0.51%, it was much better than the day before. A pocket pivot point buy signal on this index, and overall, that's brilliant. The Russell 2000 also not as good as a day, but the gap up in the morning kind of allowed us to get a good entry with SRTY, which is why SRTY is not a sell at all today, despite what the IWM and the Russell 2000 did. The Russell 2000 basically had an inside day overall, no conviction there, so we'll go ahead and keep that small hedge in SRTY, but overall another solid day for that one. But once again, until we close below 1075, I'm not getting rid of any of this hedge. And speaking of not getting rid of anything, I have no sells tonight. The only possible one was BIIB. Why I'm thinking about partially selling it is because it's closing below the low a day, 275.03. However, volume's well below average, and to be honest with you, this looks like a very, very extremely nice consolidation following the gap up in November. And I would hate to get rid of 25% here just to get a pocket pivot point buy signal tomorrow, which in my opinion could be plausible based on looking at the TSV, the blue line here, and the MACD here. They both turned higher, so we'll see if that goes through. But overall, what can you do when you get so many signals and you got no sell signals? And then let's just look at some of the signals I'm not taking tonight. BNFT, that's an IPO breaking out into heavy volume, and something you don't see too often. Volume bars that are so extremely bullish and heavy compared to previous trading. So, I mean, I don't know how it doesn't get any better than that. WUBA, you can see the same thing with the volume surge overall, and then QUNR today with the volume surge, more follow through. I mean, it's just brilliant out there. So many signals we could have taken. You got Trip producing that signal. You got Smith & Wesson producing a pocket pivot point signal. I mean, they were everywhere today. EQIX, MDCO, I mean, pocket signals everywhere. Look at Siri on the right side of the base it's creating with volume. So we just have movers everywhere. It's quite impressive. LVNTA gave a legitimate pocket pivot point signal today that I'm not taking. SPLK was strong. You had ICPT that was strong. I mean, WWWW gave a pocket pivot point signal. FNSR, is basing and consolidating and could possibly be along here soon. Jazz gave another pocket pivot point signal. Sina gave a pocket pivot point signal. WBMD, sorry. Look at that breakout pocket pivot point signal. I mean, that's very, very, very bullish looking right there. EDU, same thing. YNDX, same thing. I mean, look at these. GoGo. There was one that I'm passing on today only because I would like to have seen more BOP surge today with that price and volume move. And also I would have liked to have seen lower volume as we would have consolidated here in December and in January. But all the above average volume is going to keep me away from it until it builds more of a right side of a base. But just, I mean, all these signals, VIPS, like I just showed you, SPLK, and SCTY yesterday, go along with today. I mean, we just have so many stocks out there. HTS off the lows, DSS on a speculative nature breaking out, IRE speculative nature breaking out. I mean, it's ARTX speculative nature breaking out. I mean, guys, it's just everywhere. UQM. And when I get all these kind of signals that I can't take, along with an add signal and FLDM, which I got to add to because it's a great winner and every signal has been great so far, except for our add back in November. We kind of got shaken out of 33% of the position whenever it appeared that the market wanted to roll over. So, it wasn't perfect, but we got another add signal in that one. X-ray is giving a buyable pocket pivot point buy signal. BOP volume and prices surging off the 50-day moving average. And Sturm Ruger's giving a long signal breaking out of a consolidation pattern. Beautiful cup pattern that's building here. And as you can see, it's basically a smaller base on top of a big base if you look at this March to August, September base. So just bullish moves everywhere. So the bottom line is RGR. This is a new long position with the breakout from the cup base here, the downtrend line connecting those November highs to the most recent January highs. Gonna go ahead and go long X-ray with the move off the 50-day moving average. It just looks really, really strong, solid, and I like the medical stocks here more than I do some of the other stocks. And then FLDM, even though it's not right off the 50-day moving average, a pocket pivot point buy signal with BOP surging to max green BOP. Heavier volume just looks good to me, and this is one that I want to take. But like I said, there are just so many signals out there. It's absolutely ridiculous, and you can basically throw a dart at a board full of stocks, and you can hit stocks that are going to move. So the market looks really bullish now. I'm not sure if we're all clear yet. However, let's say we have another big update tomorrow, SRTY, at least half of our hedge is going to go off. And if SRTY closes below 1064, the entire trade is off. And by that way, the Russell 2000 will just be in clear, all new high lands. And like I've said before, not today, all of our market models remain under buy modes with no pressure against them whatsoever. I see a lot of top calling, a lot of reasons that people are trying to be bullish, and a ton of traders who are significantly underinvested and or who's cashed out again, just like they did in June, just like they did in August, just like they did in September, just like they did in November, and just like they did just recently, have sold out because they know for a fact a 5-10% correction's coming. Guys, when I see crap like that and I see all of these pocket pivot point signals and breakouts on heavy volume, I only know I want to do one thing. Get long or stay long, and we're already long, so you know what I'm doing. Have a great evening, everyone. I'll see you on tomorrow is Wednesday, correct? Correct. Wednesday.